How's it going? I'm back with the Airsoft Tank that I made a long time ago, and I drove to school, and I was always yet to actually take it to an airsoft battle. I've just pretty much built it, and then I took it to school, and I've never used it in like an actual airsoft battle, and that's always what I've wanted to do with this thing. Now, part of the reason I abandoned this project is I just felt that it was really small. It was really cramped. As you can see, like, I mean, it's just a small go-kart. And I was always hoping that I could just build like a bigger tank and upgrade it from there. However, I played some, War Thunder, and I noticed that there's the L333, the Italian tank, and people would always say it looks like this. And I was like, you know what, why don't I actually just go ahead and complete this tank? This was used in actual war. Why don't I just go ahead and complete this tank or tankette and just have it as a finished project and take it to an airsoft battle? Finally, you know, see how it does. Because a small tank or tankette like this thing, you know, supposedly is, can actually be pretty effective due to its small size and, you know, being able to camouflage. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix it up, get it running again, and get it started. The thing is, I have not ran this thing since I think 2020. So it's been around 3 years since I've actually started this thing up. I don't know how the engine is gonna fare. Also, as you can see, there are parts missing. Now this is just because I'd use them for other projects. Like you can see, half the torque converter is gone. The air cleaner is missing. So the first thing I'm gonna do to get this thing revived is see if the engine runs. I mean, it should be able to. I'll just take out the carburetor, clean it up a little bit, and see if we can get it started. Then after that, we're gonna take a look at the cabin. And as you can tell, it is very nasty. There are tunnel spiders. You can see it back there. I'm pretty sure those are some dangerous spiders, like they're pretty deadly. So we're definitely gonna have to deep clean the cabin and then refit it. I also have new plans for the gun. Sorry, it's just so hot out here. Now, I have plans for the gun. I'll get more into that later in the video, but it's gonna be a pretty sick gun idea. I'm also gonna add like a little machine gun port. I might add another layer of plywood armor, and I'm gonna have to add some vision slots. But I'll get more in depth about the plans I have for this tank later in the video. But for now, let's go ahead and see if we can crank this engine over. All right, the first thing we're gonna check is the carburetor, because this is what holds the fuel and then puts it into the engine. These usually go bad if fuel is just left in here. I left the fuel on, so, you know, fuel was just sitting in here. So we're gonna see what condition this petrol is in, because, you know, it's a gas engine. So this is definitely what's gonna be the issue with it. All right. If it's not starting. All right, let's see. Fuel is about to pour out all over my hand. Okay, so far there's nothing coming out. That's weird. Usually gas will start coming out. Ooh, that's not good. All right, the O-ring that holds this on is stuck. That's not good at all. That's actually bad. Okay, I got it off. There's absolutely no fuel coming out. This is what the inside of the carburetor looks like. It looks nasty. Not good. I don't know why it's dry. The fuel is on. As you can see, this lever is turned to the on position. I'm now gonna take a look inside the gas tank to see if we got fuel. I don't think we have any fuel, honestly. Yeah, it seems dry in there. All right, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and add gas. Dang, that smells old. It smells really old. I just opened that, I got a whiff of old gas. All right, I got some new gas that I used for the Model T. I'm gonna go ahead and add it to the gas tank. Now, if the fuel systems are all like clean and flowing well, we should be able to see gas start pouring out of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the gas to on, and I'm gonna pour some in and see what happens. All right, let's hope. Still don't see gas pouring out yet. All right, there we go, we got flow. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off and continue filling it up. Awesome. All right, so the gas lines aren't clogged because it's still flowing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the carburetor back on. Now, I'd usually clean this out if it was really gunky, but it mainly remained dry. It's decently clean. Seems to be a bit of corrosion inside, but it shouldn't affect it too much. All right, I'm screwing it back on. Can't make these too tight now. Gotta kind of ease it. There, that should be tight enough. All right, I'm gonna turn the fuel back on and check for any leaks. All right, perfect. So it's filling up right now. I'm gonna put this gas cap back on, then check the oil, and we should be able to start it up. I'm looking at this gas cap, and as you can see, it looks like there's a lot of corrosion on it. I've never really seen this on an engine, but I guess it's because there's no gas in it, so allowed to be, you know, corroded like this. Hoping there should be no issues. All right, let's go ahead and check the oil. Hopefully it stayed sealed. All right, oh, okay. That is some really liquid-like oil. That's interesting. It almost seemed like water, but there's no way water got in here, right? Yeah, it's, I mean, oil. Should be able to run. Definitely need to change it though. Now the last thing is, this is where I took the air cleaner out to use it for like another project. So hopefully it stayed decently clean in there, but now we should be able to attempt to start it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the tripod down, and we can see if this engine actually runs after 3 years. Bringing the tank back to life. Now we should be able to actually start it and see if this engine still runs after 3 years. I'm excited to see this baby come back to life, because it's been a minute. All right, I'm gonna turn the ignition switch on inside. Forgot which way's on. All right, it's in on position. Now, the worst thing is I have to stick my hand in there to actually start it. Ugh. Gotta dodge that tunnel spider, bro. Ugh. All right. Okay. All right, we're cycling the engine to prime it, and I'm gonna give it a big pull. Oh, I gotta make sure the other thing's on as well. All right. Oh, okay. Man, I really hope this thing doesn't drive off. So there's a throttle lever, and right now it's loose, so it's moving to both positions. So I'm gonna get a stick. I'm gonna put the parking brake on in case I start it and it starts trying to run. Pushing on the gas pedal. There's nothing happening. Oh, that's the brake pedal, never mind. Pushing on the gas pedal. All right, now I know which position is throttle. It coming this way is throttle, so I'm gonna push this all the way back, and I wanna try to engage the parking brake. There's a wasp in here, bro, fuck. Dude, honestly, I'm not gonna try to put the parking brake on yet. This thing drives, it's just gonna drive there and crash, so I'll just pull the spark plug out after that. Yeah, there's an actual wasp in here, I didn't even realize. Right up there. As you can see, little buddy's just hanging out. And there's some other wasp nests and such. There's a lot of critters. There's literally an ecosystem in this cabin, so I do not want to get in there yet. Hey! You know what I just remembered? Not too long ago, we had a lot of wasp nests like forming on the house. So I got one of the old trench war smoke bombs and I put it right by the nest and they all flew away. Then I banged up the nest with a stick. I'm just gonna go grab a smoke bomb and throw it in there. Give them some good old mustard gas, see how they like it. Ew, what is this? I'm hoping this thing doesn't catch fire when I use a smoke bomb. As you can see, the wasp is up there right by where my hand uses to pull start this thing, and there's that tunnel web spider, whatever. But this gives us an opportunity. So during the trench wars, we always had to light the fireworks and the smoke bombs in order to ignite them. Well, I recently went to the fireworks shop after like almost 3 years again, just to see what they had and get some more fireworks, because I want to have another airsoft battle, trench war, and I found these. So you're gonna be able to test this with me to see how it works. It has a pool to ignite. I don't need any matches. If I just pull this, it should ignite. So we're gonna see how effective this little smoke bomb is, and hopefully we'll get all those critters out there and suffocate the spiders or whatever, so I can actually, you know, get back in the cabin. Go ahead and close most of these doors just so it can be extra concentrated. All right. I'm excited for this. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this and chunk it in there, and hopefully nothing ignites, because that'd be bad. Gasoline shouldn't ignite. Let's go ahead and try it out. I'm ready. I'm excited to try this. So we've got good smoke coming out of it. Oh my gosh, this is actually working pretty good. Look at this. All right. Close this thing up. Get it extra concentrated in there. Oh my gosh, it's working. It's working. I'm gonna check, make sure nothing's catching on fire. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I guess this is one way you could actually take out this tank. Really smoking it out good in there. I don't think anything's gonna be still alive in there. It should smoke them all out, smoke everything, suffocate them. We're not seeing any fires yet either, so that's good. At least I think. I can't really tell, honestly. Oh my God, that is concentrated. So far, the smoke bomb's actually lasting pretty long too. Look at that. That's one way to take out an airsoft tank. I have yellow versions of these smoke grenades. The reason I didn't use them is I only had like one white smoke. So I want to have those other grenades for an actual airsoft battle until fireworks season hits again. So I got plenty of mustard gas grenades. Also white, it wouldn't stain like yellow would, so that's good. Man, that thing is clouded up in there. No way anything's still alive in here. That's mad. Oh my gosh. It's been a minute, still smoking, but I don't think like anything's alive in there, so let's go ahead and check. Oh, okay. I don't know what I touched, but it crumbled. So far, I'm not seeing any wasp at the top. That is a good sign. I don't see, I do see the spider there actually. I do see the spider. Let's see if he's alive though. I'm gonna go ahead and poke him, see what he happens. See what happens. Oh, I see the wasp, no! The fucker lived. All right, I'm gonna poke at that spider. Oh, it's still alive too? Come on, dude. That didn't do anything. Ugh, scared, bro. Fuck off everything. I really thought that was actually gonna do something, but it did nothing. The spider and the wasp are still alive, so. That was unfortunate. But the wasp is gone, so I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to start it. Spark plugs, I'm gonna yank this out if it tries to run away. Okay, that's a little bit of faith right there. Better? Better. Alright, we got something. Well, I'll be darned, she still runs after 3 years. That's looking good. She's alive again. She wants to start and become her true self. We gotta finish her now. Engine does sound great. All right, I went ahead and turned it off because I was still sort of concerned about the oil. Now I just took it off again and it just gushes out. This is weird. I mean, I know it's hot, but the consistency is just throwing me off. You see, like why? That does not look right. You could not tell me otherwise. That's not right. That's water. No. I'm actually tweaking right now. I would expect it to be murky, right, if it was water. It's, bro, I don't know. It should not be like that. Yeah, that's not right. It's way too watery. I don't know. That's weird. I've never seen this before. We gotta drain this oil badly. All right, I got an actual oil pan. Now, one thing about this is, you don't have to worry. I seriously do not think this is really oil at all. It's really, really off. Oil will usually keep your hands oily, but it is not staying oil. It gets dry. That's not how oil is supposed to be. I do not know what this is. I'd expect it to be white if it was water, right? Maybe it's gas. That is gas. That's weird. I seriously think that was gasoline. I think that's where all the gas went from the tank because I left it with gas in the tank. I'm lost for words. I didn't know that could even happen. What did it go through the cylinders or like what? I'm not that knowledgeable about that. But the oil, water or whatever, it smells like actual gasoline, right? Usually if water gets into like the oil pan, it's gonna be white and murky after it ran for like a second and mixed in there. There's no white. That was actually, that's where all the gasoline went. But no, that really threw me off. And in my 35 years of mechanical experience, I've never seen this happen. So I'm gonna have to look it up, do some research and see why this could be happening. I didn't know gasoline could end up in the oil sump. I'm thinking maybe if the gas seeped through the cylinder, get in there, but that was a lot of gas and that was all the gas that was left in the tank. So yeah, I'm gonna actually change it tomorrow because it's getting late and we'll see what we can do. Put some 10W30 in there. I added new gas. We'll see if it fills back up in the oil sump. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. That's freaking gas. Oil is not that viscous. It really blows my mind. Really blow my mind, tank.